My name is Justin Nguyen, and I own Long Beach Mushrooms, along with my wife.
My name's Mia Nguyen. I own Long Beach Mushrooms with my husband Justin.
Long Beach Mushrooms is a mushroom farm, man. We're a gourmet mushroom farm. We sell mushrooms to local restaurants, direct to consumer at farmers markets. People come into our farm, which is actually a warehouse. They come into our farm and buy mushrooms directly to us. We also do supplements. We do tinctures, we do mushroom coffee, we do mushroom capsules, all ourselves, all in-house.
This business really started as a passion project because we both were having health issues at the time. I don't think Justin mentioned this part.
Before we ever sold any products at a farmer's market, we were big customers or consumers of farmers markets. Like, we want to meet the farmer, we want to know where our food comes from, we want to know the integrity of our food.
We started growing our own food, really caring about where the ingredients came from. And so during that process, we ran out of space on our property.
Our whole front yard's a garden, backyard's a garden. We have chickens, we raise livestock.
We're like, what else can we do here? We've used every inch of the outdoor space, and Justin's like, well, I've been seeing a lot of people grow mushrooms in their garage. So why don't we try that? And once we saw how beautiful the mushrooms grew in, and then once we tried it, we were hooked.
We just leaned heavy into what the market wanted. Of course, we love eating them ourselves, but when a lot of people, when your friends and family and people are knocking at your door saying, hey, we want to buy your mushrooms, you can't ignore that.
So with my background in particular, I'm a doctor of physical therapy, and so there's a big health aspect of the old saying of you either pay your farmer or you pay your doctor. And this is kind of what we're inviting the community in to do. You're kind of paying us on the front end.
I mean, food is medicine. I mean, there's so many food can provide so many remedies for so many ailments in our lives. And I actually think food is medicine is one way to look at it, and it's probably the way I prefer to look at it. But the other way to look at it now in this day and age is food is toxic. There's a lot of food out there that has been created to taste good, be addicting, cost cheap to produce, shelf stable, full of pesticides, full of toxins. And we start asking our questions, where do all these ailments come from in our world? Why is cancer so prevalent? Why are so many other disorders so prevalent? And a good question mark to place is what does our food look like? What is going on with our food system? If you think about corn, right? Corn has been genetically modified so much over the years that what you have as the product in our grocery store is not what corn is supposed to be. I'm not saying that it's evil that it has changed, but what we've kind of come to realize is a lot of our foods have been genetically modified over hundreds of years, and it's no longer the natural product. And with that, there's side effects to it. That's the one common denominator we all got to eat. So if there's something going on with the people, food is one place to look at it. So yes, food is medicine when the food is good, but food can also be toxic when it's not of high integrity. Something that's not super transparent about the mushroom world is there are farms out there who are not, first of all, making their own cultures, and they're not producing or making their own substrates. I don't think that's necessarily completely evil, but I think it's misleading a lot of the public by thinking, oh, this guy grows mushrooms or this farm grows mushrooms, that they must be doing everything, and that's not necessarily the case. What a lot of farms are doing is buying what's called ready-to-fruit blocks, and I think there's nothing wrong with that if you're buying from a reputable source. But there have already been a lot of instances where what's happening is a lot of mushroom substrate blocks are getting produced in places like China. They get mass-produced there, they get shipped over to the United States in refrigerated containers. They land in the States, they get dropped off at a farm, and then that farm can cut that bag open, and in about 7 to 10 days they'll have fruit or mushrooms that they can sell. The frustrating thing about that is they can be called USDA organic, USA grown. And as a true USA, California grown mushroom producer, that can be very frustrating sometimes because I think it just misleads the public. We believe in urban farming because we want to bring that experience back into the city. The city can be a cutthroat place, man. I mean, sure, it's everywhere, but you walk around the streets of Long Beach right now, there's a ton of people that are living on the streets. There's a ton of people that are maybe battling drugs, or a ton of people just battling a really hard time. With that, you can look around and you can forget about all the amazing things that can happen in the city. The amount of diversity, the amount of people we meet, just a lot of good things. So we're just trying to bring bring another good thing into the city, you know? If we could grow a lot of food here and welcome people in and have people see where their food is grown, I would love that. We have farm hours open on Saturday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. And people come in here, biggest smiles on their face, showing me pictures of like the dishes they've made. We give away our spent substrates, so they're blocks that have already grown mushrooms, but there's still life in them, and we give those away. And people will come in and show me the mushroom that they grew out of their spent block. Their kids, they'll bring their kids in here and they'll take a tour. Like that stuff, man, I love that stuff. A lot of farmers, when they get into mushroom farming, they forget about the business aspect of it, and really your farm will not succeed if you don't have this side of it. You know, it's both. You got to grow the mushroom and you got to sell the mushroom. There's not a lot of room for error for us. Like literally one bad month can take us out of business. So that pressure is hard to deal with, but it's also the pressure, kind of like what I thrive on. Anything worth doing is going to be difficult. There's been months and months and months where we haven't paid ourselves to make this thing go. For farms, it's not so easy. There's a lot of big lenders that are like, oh, you're in agriculture now. It's way too risky to give a loan to a farm. So we've struggled, man. We've struggled finding, like, there's just so much that we want to do. We know this works. We have no shame in being creative. That's how this, I mean, we grow mushrooms, dude. You have to be creative. So this is where we have all of our team meetings. It's my favorite place because I really love leading and growing people as much as I love growing a farm. My friend said it the best way. He said, like, you know, it's like an animal in the zoo. Like you're safe. You get 3 meals a day. You get to bask in the sun all day, but you're a slave. You have no freedom. And for me, that's what it was working a 9 to 5. Like I was fine. I was safe, but I had no freedom. And through this business, God led me into the wilderness. And now I'm here where anything can crumble at any minute, dude. We can make one wrong decision, this business can fail. We can do, you know, there's a lot of things a lot of variables, a lot of things that can happen, but I am free. And I would not change that for the world. And I think in a world where a lot of people are lonely, dude, it's so sad to me. People are looking for community, they're starving for it. And you know, that's what we hope to provide. Like not just high quality mushrooms, but really a community that is welcoming, that lets people know that they're not alone in this world, dude. I know it's might be a big disconnect for some, but it's not for me. Like when I think about my favorite meal that I've ever had, it's always with the people. The people that I've had it with, it always comes up, you know? You know, everybody knows that line that a dad is gonna say to their kid one day, you can do anything, right? And I just didn't want my son to turn around and be like, why didn't you? I get to raise him up in this business. He gets to come to the farmer's market with me. He gets to harvest mushrooms with me. He gets to hang out here and know the employees. He's like friends with them all. He gets to see the struggle, I'm sure. I don't know if he knows what's going on yet, but I'm sure he can feel it. But he also gets to see the successes, man. Rubber band? For me? Oh, here we go. So I'm proud to say that, you know, my paycheck for this business isn't gonna come in just dollars. It's not just dollars and cents. The paycheck's gonna come in a lot of different ways. And one of the ways is that we get to raise our boys the way that we want to.
That's kind of what gets me up every day, is just knowing that prioritizing our marriage, prioritizing our children, and the relationships in our family, and knowing that that's going to have everlasting impact, is a joy and it's a gift. Yes. Yeah, buddy. Come over here and tell me what you need.